love to focus on your family here on Your Day, and nothing brings the family together more than sitting down and reading together, especially now when there's still an uneasiness about going back to school, wearing masks, and dealing with the unknown. Children's author K-A Mulenga joins us from South Africa with stories that will help calm your children's fears and take them on some adventures. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Hi, good morning. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. What time is it there where you are?
Okay, it is 13 minutes past 3 in the afternoon.
Okay, all right. So thank you for joining us. We appreciate it on our time here. You have a fascinating story, so tell me a little bit about what inspired you to write children's books.
Okay, I started off as an accountant. I used to write children's books when I was very young, but I ended up studying accounting. My years after that, just last year, my son was having a writing competition and we were driving home from school. And I told him that I used to write books when I was his age. And none of them believed me. None, my wife or all my kids believed me. So just to prove them wrong, I said, okay, I'm going to start writing books again. And yeah, the rest is history.
There you go. So we have some pictures. This is Will and his best friend Whale. And then we have Donk and the stubborn donkeys and Chuck the cheetah. And I have some of them with me here this morning as well. So tell me a little bit about these books and introduce us to the children of Toledo, to your books.
Okay, yeah, so Donk and the Stubborn Donkeys and Will and his best friend Whale were two of the books I wrote when I was about 11 or 12 years old. I just changed the title somewhat, but they are, Donk and the Stubborn Donkeys is basically about stereotyping, because everybody thinks that donkeys are stubborn, but that's not the case. It's more like a stereotype, and that's what that book is about. Will and his best friend Whale is more about, there's a bit of bullying in it, and Will didn't get along with the rest of the children in the town, so his best friend was Whale. Unfortunately, something happens to Whale, and that's due to the pollution and the plastic pollution. And it is just to let people know that, you know, that plastic pollution is bad, and it's just also to highlight the bad effects of bullying as well.
Right.
Yeah.
So some great messages there for young readers. And, you know, during this time, we are a little bit uneasy. We're, you know, kids, they were maybe remote learning. Now they're back in the classroom wearing masks. Some are, you know, it's just this unknown that is still lurking out there that can make us all feel a little uneasy. So give us some ways that reading to children and these children's books can help with all of that.
Okay, you know, because going back to school, obviously there's a lot of anxiety. But the thing about reading is that what parents I think should do is to focus on a lot of family activities. The best thing is obviously to read to your child on a daily basis, whether it's a brand new book every day or the same book that the child loves. That eases a bit of their anxiety. Another way is one of my books is called Elaine the Elephant. This book is about perseverance and that it's easy to, mistakes happen and we all make mistakes. We just have to persevere. And that's one of the things that can cause anxiety with kids. They might be scared of making a mistake, but with reading one of my books, Elaine the Elephant, it'll teach them that we all make mistakes, but we just have to persevere and keep on trying. And then another book, Chuck the Cheetah, is about making new friends. So that's another cause of anxiety. They might be worried that they're going back to school, there might be new friends, and they might not fit in. But yeah, so these books, and not just mine, but a lot of children's books have that message of you know, learning new things and also how to make new friends as well.
And, you know, kids, they just love these stories and they love to look at the pictures. And then when parents read to them, you know, obviously that bonding and that time is so important. So where can people get your books? And you also have an opportunity for people to write books if they want to.
Yes. That's right. My books are all available on Amazon. I've got 11 books on Amazon. And they can also get I recently launched an online self-publishing course on how to self-publish a children's book, because I'm a self-published author, and there's a lot of questions that people have, and yeah, I hope to answer some of them in my self-publishing course.
And they can find you on Facebook as well, is that correct?
That's correct. I'm on most social media, which is Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate it, and we hope you continue writing these great children's books for our kids.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yep, take care.